On March 30th, we've got our last WTBS taping, run by the WWF at least, while Gorilla Monsoon and the Bulldogs and Greg Valentine and others are in Atlanta. Hulk Hogan and Mr. T are at 30 Rockefeller Center hosting Saturday Night Live.
I'm Mr. T. I'm the Incredible Hulk Hogan. We're going to be the host for Saturday Night Live this week.
The host that week was supposed to be Steve Landsberg. He comes down sick, can't do the full week. He eventually does a little stand-up thing on that episode. But they say, hey, everybody's talking about this WrestleMania. Even though it's 12 hours away, let's get Hulk Hogan and Mr. T to host.
I'm Billy Crystal. Saturday Night Live is back live again with hosts Hulk Hogan and Mr. T on the night before WrestleMania.
So you better be there. You heard the man?
The notion of that, a wrestler would be the co-host of Saturday Night Live. That's how big it was. And that's when everybody watched Saturday Night Live. There wasn't a lot of, cable television existed, but there were not a lot of options then. And if you were a certain age and you had a certain sensibility, you watched Saturday Night Live, it was still considered a very cool show. And here was Hulk Hogan on it, and hence Hulk Hogan in wrestling was cool.
Yeah, Darren, have you seen this SNL?
I have definitely seen clips of it, but I haven't seen the whole SNL. What do you think, as an SNL fanboy that you've been your whole life? What's it like for you, Brett?
Well, if I could just refer to my tome here. Well, this was a weird year because it had Billy Crystal and Jim Belushi and Christopher Guest, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
The Ebersol years?
This is the end of the Ebersol years. He's going to find a new hobby in a few months. But yeah, this is the beginning of the WWF NBC relationship, which still continues to this day in some form. So that I don't know. It's a fun show. There's one notable moment when Piper and Paul Orndorff just cut a normal wrestling promo, and it kind of fits in.
That was Billy Crystal as Fernando, one of the lesser problematic characters he plays. One thing this episode is notable for, maybe only the Pee Wee Herman episode has less costume changes because Pee Wee Herman hosts in character. Most of the time they spend in spandex and Hulkamania shirts.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Do they do any wrestling, or are they just being funny and charming the whole time? When stand-up
they
comes on,
don't do wrestling. I can't say they're being funny or charming.
Well,
they're being cartoonish and mean-mugging a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Hulk was still coming into his own at this point. He wasn't quite the Hulk Hogan of 1986, 1987. He's still maybe doing a little too. There's still Tampa Terry in the Hulk Hogan presentation in 1984.
The Wrestling Club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.